Hello everyone. Now in this session we will know about the parallel database architecture. There are several architectural models for parallel machines. Among the most prominent ones are those which one is showing in this figure. That one is the shared memory, shared disk, then shared nothing, and the hierarchical. We will know about one by one with the explanation or the concept about this parallel database architecture. Technique is used to speed up the transaction processing on data server system. It is used in a shared disk parallel database as well as shared nothing parallel database. That one is such as data and the lock caching and lock deacceleration. It comes under the shared disk and the shared nothing parallel databases. Now the shared memory, that one is shared memory that one is simply the processor and disk which one is used this shared memory. Now the shared disk, that one is this one is the shared disk which one is all the processor which one is used this shared disk, which is in a diagram which one is view as a similar, but at the accessing process is the shared memory. This only a sharing with the all. Shared disk, now the particular all processor can access the all the disk, right? Now the sharing nothing, it's all the processor or the devices is individual with the memory and the disk. Now the hierarchical, all the three combination run with this architecture. That one is a hierarchical. Now the one by one we will know about the explanation. That one is a shared memory, is a common memory. Data and lock caching and the deacceleration are used to speed up the transaction processing. Under the shared memory, that is the data and lock caching concept is used because of if we shared a memory, that one is a writing somewhere in a particular data, we need to lock on that data. Then deacceleration are used to speed up the transaction processing. Now the advantage about the shared memory, that one is a efficient communication between the processor because of the shared memory. Data is shared memory can be accessed by any processor without move. That particular memory is shared, that's why the particular data is accessed by the every processor without moving it. Message sending is faster between the processor with the memory writes. That is the advantages under the shared memory. Now the disadvantage, not scalable beyond 32 or 64 processor. If it beyond the 64 or the 32 processor, it may be the bus is the run with the bottleneck for memory accessing. Adding more processor does not help out. Means if we add the more processor and we expect the particular system runs give the better output, it is not possible because of bus hardware run with the bottleneck to accessing the memory. This one is simply the shared memory under the parallel database architecture. Now the next, that one is a shared disk. All the processor can access all the disk, but processor have private memory. Advantages, memory bus is not a bottleneck because of every processor have its private memory, then accessing a particular private memory, that one is easy to manage. It's not run with the bottleneck. If one processor fails, other processor can take execute the task. This is the advantage under the shared disk. Now the disadvantage, not scalable. Interconnection network to the disk subsystem is now bottleneck. That one is with the shared disk under the disk accessing, which one is run with the bottleneck situation. Then the communication across the processor is slower. That one is a communication between the processor is slower because of the particular memory is individual under the shared disk. That's why the whatever the message sent by the one processor to another, it should be copy that message to the one to another. Under the shared memory, that one is easy. The processor communication between to each other is faster. Now the shared nothing processor processors as a server for local data. Processor cuts as a server for local data use high speed interconnection network. Means individual working is going on under the shared nothing. The communication between the two nodes, that one is with a high speed network. The advantages: remove the restriction to use the common network for the input output. Scalable architecture, add more processor than memory or the disk easily. Disadvantage: cost is high because of its run with the individual. Interconnection network will be the high speed. Then sending data involves software interaction, means when we communicate to each other, we need a software interaction between the processors, or it may be a devices, nodes. Now this one is third, shared nothing, and fourth one is hierarchical architecture with all above. At the top level, nothing shared is nothing. Shared memory with a few processor. Each node could be a shared disk, right? That one is a hybrid, or it may be a hierarchical process about the with the above three. This one is simply the parallel database architecture. Now the next, that one is a distributed system. Means what? This is a scenario: site A, site C, site B. This is the network, and the particular individual sites have its particular databases, and that database is distributed among the all sided. Now the concept under the distributed, we will go in short. A distributed system database is stored on several computers. That is a distributed. Each computer communicate with one another with a high speed private network or the internet, not sharing main memory or disk. System vary in size and function. System also that one is system vary in size and functions. Then the system may be a sites or nodes. System means what? It may be the website or the nodes, computer nodes. Distributed means geographically separated. That is a distributed system. Separated administrated, like every particular node or sites have run with the separate administration. Transactions are local and global. Whatever the transaction runs, it may be that is a local with a particular node, or it may be a globally, it run for all. This is the distributed system concept. Now the next, that one is some concept: sharing data. University, each campus stored this one is simple example. University have the multiple campus, which will store the individual data of a particular college to a particular campus. Possible to access the data from one campus to another, that is possible. Now the autonomy, that one is particular local administration is there, and global administration is also be there, like 4 node is there, then the globally that 4 node is managed, and also the local administration is also available. That's called autonomy. Now the availability replicated with the several sites, so the good availability of the data, we can say that. This is called the concept related to sharing data. Now the implementation issue about the distributed database system, that is atomicity of the transaction. That one is we can say that the atomicity, that one is atomic, or the consistency when they run the transaction. Then solution is the two-phase commit protocol. Second, software development cost is high if we run with the distributed database system. General potential for bugs, need a recovery system. Then increase the processing overhead because of the distributed database system. It increase the processing overhead. This is simply the concept related to the parallel database architecture and the distributed database system concept, right? Thank you.